Control players unite.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. In this video, we want to know what is healing and how best to do it. First, we go over the concepts of healing and tank and heal. Second, we divide the healing cards into two categories and go over all of them. Third, we have an interlude explaining the most efficient means of tank and heal, which is called penny looping. Fourth, we have healing only combos. Fifth, we have tank and heal combos. And last, we conclude with the quickest and easiest ways to both heal and tank and heal. To begin, tanking is the building up of a Pokemon's hit points, or HP, to absurd heights in order to make its being knocked out difficult or impossible. HP and damage reduction are artificially added through stadiums, supporters, tool cards, Pokemon's abilities, energy, and attack effects. Healing, on the other hand, is the removal of damage counters, regardless of whether or not one is increasing the Pokemon's HP. In combining these two concepts, tank and heal refers to building up a Pokemon's HP as high as possible, i.e. tanking, only to then heal away any and all of the damage sustained from attacks, thus making knockouts difficult or impossible for one's opponent. In this video, we want to list all of the relevant healing Pokemon, energy, and trainer cards in order to determine what's the best way to heal as well as tank and heal. To clarify, ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of simplicity, we are excluding all fossils because they are awkward item cards. Self-healing cards like Vaporeon that heal 30 damage from itself unless it becomes a potential tank, and the Snorlax Doll because it too is an awkward item. And just for fun and for the sake of completion, there are three anti-healing cards. Muck with the ability Poison Sacs. Your opponent's poison Pokemon don't recover from that special condition when they evolve or devolve. Abomasnow with the ability Freezing Disaster. Both yours and your opponent's Pokemon can't be healed. And Milotic with the ability Mentally Calm. Your opponent's Pokemon in play and all attached cards can't be put into your opponent's hand. You'll see why this is an anti-heal card in just a second. We're dividing the healing cards into two categories, Pokemon and energies, and of course trainers. Also, there is a colorless trick, so let's borrow a page from our tanking analysis video. If you have a basic colorless Pokemon in play, you can add Lively Stadium to increase its HP by 30. Ludicolo from Journey Together increases all Pokemon's HP by 40. A Bouffalant with a Curly Wall ability and another Bouffalant in play will give basic colorless minus 60 damage resistance. And then Hero's Cape can increase its HP by 100, giving your basic colorless Pokemon 230 HP. So let's get started. We have three examples thereof with the colorless trick, and it starts with Slackoth. Take It Easy has heal 60 damage, so you're going to get it up to 290 damage if you're able to heal. Snorlax, which is also a heal 60 card. If you have the basic colorless trick, you'll have 450 damage effectively. And then Swablu with the basic colorless trick gives us 310 HP when you heal damage from it using Bind Wound. Moving on, we have the Pokemon that heal all damage completely. Arboliva from Scarlet and Violet base set. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. Arboliva, also from Obsidian Flames, heals all damage from one of your benched Pokemon. Doxone EX has the ability Time to Chow Down. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon on your turn, heal all damage from each of your evolutions, but you discard all energy from them. We also have Leafeon with Leaflet Blessings. Attach a basic grass energy from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon and heal all damage from it. And then Whimsicott has the Wafting Heal ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, heal all damage from your active grass Pokemon, but you must discard all energy from it as well. Next, we have Pokemon and energy that heal all damage by moving damage counters. We have Dedenne EX with Tail Swap, 2 Psychic Energy. Move all damage counters from one of your benched Pokemon to your opponent's active. Fluttermane has Perplexing Transfer, 2 Colorless Energy. Move all damage counters from one of your benched Ancient Pokemon to your opponent's active. This is basically made to be paired with Roaring Moon EX whenever it uses its Frenzied Gouging attack, damaging itself with 200. There's Liepard with Dishonest Swap. Move all damage counters from one of your benched Pokemon to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. To your opponent's active Pokemon. Then we have Pokemon energy that heal 100 plus damage. We have Leafeon EX with Moss Agate, 230 base damage. Heal 100 damage, from each of your benched Pokemon. Mantike has a free attack, Buoyant Healing. Heal 120 damage from one of your benched Pokemon. The next one is Pikachu EX with the ability Resolute Heart. If this Pokemon has full HP, it will be knocked out by damage from an attack. It isn't knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. So it could be any number, 200 or above, but it has the potential to do 100. I also have Screamtail with the supportive Singing attack. Heal 100 damage for one of your benched Ancient Pokemon. Then we have Slowbro with its change behavior ability. As often as you like during your turn, you can move a damage counter from one of your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. So you could actually put 10 damage counters and just KO it, or put a cape on it and increase it beyond 100. You can also do more than 100 over the course of one match. The only heal 90 damage Pokemon is Magearna with auto heal ability. As long as this Pokemon is in your active, whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, heal 90 damage from that Pokemon. Next, we have Pokemon that heal 60 damage. We already went over Slackoth and Snorlax, but we also have Tropius, heal 60 damage from one of your benched Pokemon for a grass energy. Venusaur EX has the Tranquil Flower ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active, you may heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. And also Vespiquen EX, or is it Vespiquen? Not sure. Anyway, Healing Pheromone, heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. The only heal 50 Pokemon is Torterra EX Jungle Hammer, 150 base damage, 1 grass, 2 colorless energy, heal 50 from it. Then we have Pokemon in energy that heal 30 damage. We have the new Alcremie EX. It's an ability that allows you to heal 30 damage from any one of your Pokemon one time per turn. We have Applin, Nutrients, heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Garganacl with Energizing Rock Salt. Once during your turn, attach a basic fighting energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, heal 30. Hydrapple EX has the same thing, except it's grass energy from your hand to heal 30. We have Indeedee with the Obliging Heal ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you can heal 30 damage from your active Pokemon, and it recovers from a special condition. We have Monkey Dory with the Adrenabrain ability, or is it Adrenabrain? Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has a Darkness energy attached, you can move 3 damage counters off of your Pokemon onto your opponent's Pokemon. Skeledirge EX with Vitality Song heals 30 from each of your Pokemon. Sinistcha EX with Matcha Splash heals 30 damage from each of your Pokemon. We also have Medical Energy. Steenie, heal 30 from all of your Pokemon. And then we have Medical Energy, heal 30 damage from the Pokemon you attach this energy to. Next, we have Pokemon that heal 20 damage. Altera EX's Humming Heal ability. Once during your turn, you can heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. Or Corio's Ardent Dancing ability says, once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from each of your active evolution Pokemon. Then we have Garganacl with the Blessed Salt ability. During Pokemon Checkup, heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. So you take it a turn and your opponent takes a turn, that's 40 damage total. Then last, we have low healing Pokemon with Combee, heal 20 damage from one of your benched. Lily's Comfey allows you to put it into the hand, so it could be up to 60 or more if you cape it, but it's going to be probably pretty low. You're probably going to want to get it out of there pretty soon because it's not going to do too much once you get your other basic Lily's Pokemon into play with Flower Invite. And last, we have Knockley with the Salt Coating, heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. And I forgot to mention, we also have Special Condition Recovery Pokemon. Blissey from SVI has Busybody Nurse. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Your active Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. We also have Garganacl EX with Salty Body ability. It can't be affected by special conditions at all. Gardevoir's attack effect for Miracle Force has it recover from all special conditions. We have the Indeedee we just went over. Serena EX has the same attack effect as Gardevoir, healing from recovering from all special conditions. Mist Energy states that you prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. That includes things like poison, burn, etc. Therapeutic Energy also says that the Pokemon this card is attached to recovers from being asleep, confused, or paralyzed, and cannot be affected by those special conditions. And now we're on to trainers, everybody. First, we have Bianca's Devotion. Heal all damage for one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or fewer. Then we have the Glorious Penny. Put one of your basic Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand, followed by the next glorious Professor Turo scenario. It's the same thing, but it's any Pokemon, evolution or basic, but you must discard all the attached cards. And last, we have Scoop Up Cyclone for the pickup cards, which is the same as Penny and Turo combined. Put one of your Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. And last, we have the, as of now, never used Technical Machine Fluorite. Discard all energy from this Pokemon and heal all damage from each of your Terra Pokemon. Next, we have trainers that heal 70 or more damage, including the ever-famous Cook, just a straight 70. Then we have Poke Vital A, which heals 150 damage for one of your Pokemon, but this card can't be put into your hand or deck from the discard pile. And last, we have the Survival Brace A-Spec, which is the same as the Resolute Heart ability on Pikachu. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has full HP and would be knocked out, it's not knocked out. Its damage, its remaining HP becomes 10, then you discard this card. Next, we have trainers that heal 50 or 60 damage, starting with Clement's Quick Wick. Heal 60 damage from each of your Lightning Pokemon. Maybe if you had a Miraidon EX box, this would be good. Dragon Elixir heals 60 damage from your active dragon Pokemon. This might be good with Raging Bolt or Dragapult. Fighting Olate, heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon, but only if you're behind on prizes. Saguaro, choose up to 2 of your Pokemon, heal 50 damage from each of them. And the new Super Potion, heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon, and if you do, discard an energy attached to that Pokemon. Next, we have trainers that heal 10 to 30 damage. We have the Community Center. Once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter, they can heal 10 damage from each of their Pokemon. Leftovers states that at the end of your turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active, heal 20 damage from it. Moonlit Hill, once during your turn, discard a basic psychic energy and heal 30 damage from each of your Pokemon. Picnic Basket heals 30 from everyone's Pokemon, yours and your opponent's. And then Potion just heals a straight 30 from one of your Pokemon. Then we have trainers with a special condition recovery. We have the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by special conditions. Also gets plus 60 HP. That's only for ancient Pokemon. And then you have the Festival Grounds, which states that each Pokemon that has any energy attached recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, there are so many possibilities to tank and heal. It's impossible for me to reasonably list them here. Because Crispin can accelerate in energy and also you can attach for turn, it becomes much easier to generate combos in getting off healing attacks. One example is that Monkey Dory, which can heal 30 damage each turn, and you can also use it as a backup attacker if you have a psychic energy to go with it, can be included in virtually any deck. Charge them up with darkness and psychic energies, or add a luminous energy to count for one or the other, or charge them up with something else charge up something else on your bench while moving damage counters. He becomes quite the healing force indeed. So, for example, we have take any 340 HP Pokemon, attach a Hero's Cape to make it 440, and use a couple Monkey Dory to move damage counters around. And regardless of the HP, if you have a Metal Pokemon, you can use Metal Lab to just add to the tanking. On that note, the most consistent means of healing through trainers are, as we said before, with Penny, pick up basics. Pick up evolutions with Professor Tura's Scenario, and then you can pick up both with Scoop Up Cyclone. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we need to explain Penny Loops. And the principles apply also to Tura's Scenario and Scoop Up Cyclone as well. So let's use Blood Moon Ursaluna EX as our example. Remember the colorless basics trick. Lively Stadium, Ludicolo, 2 Bouffalant, and a Hero's Cape for a 230 HP boost. That means, if you have all of these, Blood Moon Ursaluna has 490 HP on the board. Now, Blood Moon's going to take damage, and eventually it's going to be KO'd, so you pick it up with Penny to heal the damage and reset the attack. But then you can also put Pidgeot EX into the active, or whatever has a free retreat. If you don't have another Blood Moon on the bench, in which case you just rebench the one you picked up, then you hard retreat out of the active into your fresh Blood Moon. Then you can use Pidgeot EX's quick search ability to find another Penny, and the process starts all over. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Pidgeot EX really helps the Pidgeot EX loop, but it's not necessary. What you really need is a free retreater, so anything like Budew would help. So let's review that in a step-by-step format. Get Blood Moon Ursaluna into the active spot, possibly energizing it. Attack, hopefully KO something. Take damage from your opponent and survive. Play Penny to heal and reset the attack. Shift your free retreater into the active. Bench your Blood Moon. Retreat out of the active and repeat the whole process. And use Pal Pad to get your pennies back into your deck as needed. That's how the Penny Loop works, and it's important because some heal control strategies hinge on it to survive. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, to clarify, you don't need Pidgeot EX, but it really helps in finding the next penny or whatever you need to survive to keep the healing going. Now let's look at some healing-only combos. Remember Bianca's Devotion to heal damage from all of your Pokemon that have 30 HP or less. Well, Pikachu EX will have its HP remaining at 10, and so Outer Race does the same thing for everything else. So if you have something you're planning on getting you don't want KO'd, but could easily be KO'd, just put Bianca's Devotion in with it. Then we have Darkspawn EX with something like Skeledirge that has a lot of HP, but also a low attack cost. So if it has to lose its energies, it's not much of a sacrifice. Or you can simply just opt not to attack with Skeledirge by healing it using Professor Tura's Scenario on the Darkspawn. And don't forget that Darkspawn has a control style attack, ladies and gentlemen, that inflicts confusion, so that works as well. An already established combo is Leafeon EX and Slowbro. You take damage with Leafeon, drag the damage onto 2 or 3 Slowbros on your bench, use Masa Gate, and heal all the damage off the Slowbros, and just keep going like that until you win. The next one works as follows. Get Liepard on your bench. Attach a rescue board to it so it has a free retreat. Then have a large HP Pokemon in the active with a free retreat or a low retreat cost in general so that it can take a hit. You substitute in Liepard to move those damage counters, and then repeat the whole process by retreating out Liepard, and hopefully Liepard will survive. The next combo is to keep Magearna in the active and use Baxcalibur to attach from hand any number of water energies to heal an absurd amount off of your Pokemon, perhaps the already tanking Wailord at 240 on a stage 1, while simultaneously energizing it for attack. You can also pair Super Potion and Power Glass together on anything to get your energy right back. Because Super Potion requires you to discard an energy, Power Glass will just immediately reattach it. You can also pair Whimsicott with any grass type in the active, like the huge Torterra EX, which are made for each other. It also works with Venusaur EX. Speaking of which, Venusaur EX will self-heal 60 damage from itself. You can then switch it out of the active with a big air balloon to another Venusaur EX, do the exact same thing. You can also add Decidueye EX with the Total Freedom ability. It allows this Pokemon to insert itself into the active spot, so you can then take a hit with it, then get it out, or you can attack with it for 130 base damage. It's a bit clumsy to set up given that it's multiple stage 2s, but there are lots of examples in the format of decks with a number of stage 2 Pokemon, so it's not that bad. Now let's look at some tank and heal combos. Everything we just said, ladies and gentlemen, with Professor Tura's Scenario or Penny or Scoop Up Cyclone. And again, we have the Penny loops on all of the basics for the colorless trick. They take damage, you pick it up to reset it, and insert a free retreater or another basic. Then we have the Garganicles. The first one can be paired with pretty much anything. It's the Blessed Salt one that heals 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. It could just sit on the bench while you do something else. The second, with the Energizing Rock Salt, you have to attach a basic fighting from the discard pile. This works best with fighting or colorless types, healing 30 when attaching a fighting energy from the discard pile, so maybe one of the big basics like Blood Moon Ursaluna. And then we have the Aggro Heal archetype for Alligator Monkey Dory. For Alligator's Torrential Heart ability allows you to put 5 damage counters on it per turn. So you have 2 Monkey Dory on the bench, you just move those damage counters from Feraligatr onto your opponent's Pokemon. Next is Okidogi. The Adrena Power or Adrena Power ability states that if this Pokemon has a Darkness energy attached, its HP increases by 100 and its attacks do 100 more damage. So you attach a Luminous energy to count as both a Darkness and a Fighting energy. Then you attach a Luxurious Cape to give it another 100, so it's up to 330. Add a Lively Stadium for a grand total of 360 HP. And then, of course, you just Penny Loop it while you set up another one on the bench. We also have a Donphan with a minus 100 damage reduction attack for an effective total of 250 HP. Because you have to discard 2 energies, attaching Power Glass will go a long way in re-energizing it. And then Garganicle with Energizing Rock Salt can just reattach the other one while healing a further HP. And the only Roblox, ladies and gentlemen, we have for you is our Chaludon EX. Its Assemble Alloy ability states that when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can attach up to 2 basic metal energies from your discard pile to one of your metal Pokemon, any way you like. So then, once our Chaludon takes a whole bunch of damage, you'll have its previous evolution, Duraludon, on the bench with an energy attached for turn. So you use Professor Turo, pick it up, the energy's going to the discard, you evolve it immediately, get 2 of those energies back, and your Chaludon just basically is on a Turo loop now. So to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to heal or tank and heal, find the highest HP Pokemon you can, always attach a cape, and use a pickup card when you need to, and don't forget about Monkey Dory aggressively healing off damage. And remember, you can only use 1 A-Spec. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. What did I miss? Where am I wrong? Please leave a comment. Take care of yourselves, and may God hold you in the palm of his hand.